Hello, this is Mike Fay with Calvin Castine, and we're at Northeastern Clinton Central School for CVAC girls varsity soccer action, doing the visiting Lumberjacks from Tupper Lake and our own Northeastern Clinton Cougars. For the Lumberjacks, number 2, Janelle Sabin, number 3, Nicole Fletcher, number 4, Nicole Churko, number 5, Kate Martin, number 7, Stephanie Grakowski, number 8, Michelle Poyer, number 9, Andrea Mercurio, number 10, Allison Buckley, number 11, Faith Bador, number 12, Noelle Short, 13, Sarah Carey, 15, Jamie Martin, 16, Kara Cartier, 17, Audrey Spavota, 18, Valerie Pickering, 19, Amanda Bachant, 20, Lindsay Button, 21, Megan Merhue, 22, Jessica Salme, 23, Michelle Hunsinger, and in goal for the Lady Jacks, Laura Laventura. Lumberjacks are coached by Fred Short, Dave Cook, Ted Merihue, and Glenn Poyer. For the Lady Cougars, number 1, Megan Casey, number 2, Trish Gooley, number 3, Elise LaFountain, number 4, Ashley Walter, number 5, Ashley Burtz, number 6, Lauren Kavanaugh, number 7, Brenda Bailey, number 8, Haley Desereau, number 10, Margie Fay, number 12, Christy Favreau, 13, Brandy Bowman, number 14, Brandy Sample, number 21, Rachel Dutil, 22, Gina Brassard, 23, Debbie Trombley, number 24, Amanda Clark, 25, Anna Boardman, and in goal for Northeastern, Chantel Carnet. Cougars are coached by Josie Gilroy, assisted by Rob Francis and Sarah Dupie. Referees for this afternoon's contest, Jim Schutz and Barry Norton. Cougars. Lady Cougars won a big victory last Saturday against the All-Sable Patriots. 2-1 was the score. That was the first goal scored on the Northeastern defense for this 1999 year. And a team like All-Sable that's used to scoring 5-6 goals a game, to be held to 1 shows the great defensive effort on the part of the Lady Cougars. This is their second big test back-to-back. The Tupper Lake Lumberjacks are 3-1 on the season with 16 goals for and 7 against, and they're presently tied for first place in Division II, tied with All-Sable. So a very good Lumberjack squad comes in here to Northeastern. Lady Cougars right now stand with a 4-0 league record, 6-0 overall, 14 goals for, 1 goal against. As I said, that only goal coming against the All-Sable Patriots. And they stand, Northeastern stands all alone at the top of Division I, first place in Division I. So a big contest. This is a big game for Northeastern. Lady Cougars were very loose as they warmed up. Didn't seem to feel much pressure. But a winning team like that, they've got a lot of confidence. LaFountain with the shot, and just over the crossbar. LaFountain, the other goal scored down at All-Sable. Elise LaFountain scored the first goal down in All-Sable. The second goal scored by Rachel Dutil. That was, of course, the winning goal. John Blee should get there first, and does. Has time, and gets the ball up to LaFountain. LaFountain comes near side for Dutil. And offside's called. Offsides.
Come on, Brady!
Burtz gets there, breaks up nicely. Burtz with some room on the near side, punches one up onto the wing for Dutil. Dutil can't get to it. Broken up, but she does and crosses, but nobody there to accept the pass, and cleared out by the Lumberjacks. I'll get used to their numbers here pretty quick. That last one was cleared by Bachant. And Walter, dangerous on the far side, takes the shot, and it's out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Lumberjacks. Sabin puts the ball in play for the Jacks, taken just outside the 18 by Sample, but she can't control. Cleared up into the midsection of Rachel Dutil by Lindsay Button. And it'll be a goal kick for Tupper Lake. Bechant will take this goal kick after Saban's missed kick. And she gets a little bit better one up into the center, stopped by Clark. Clark with a nice move to her left and a push pass up for Walter. But Bechant is there to clear. And it's taken by Short. I heard a whistle, but that must be from the JV game being held directly across from us. That's Tupper Lake having to travel so far. This is an early start. Normally it's a 4:30 JV start and a 6:30 varsity start under the lights, but because of the distance, Tupper Lake is given a break and are allowed to start a little bit earlier. Deflected to Dutil. Dutil tries to turn it, but it's knocked out of bounds off Saban, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Bert's a nice throw down the wing. If Sample can get there, she does. Partially pushed off the ball by Button. Deflects inside the box. Sample is there, can't control. Almost a handball, but not quite. Casey with a nice move. But the ball is pushed out to Bedore. Bertz steals from Bedore, deflects into the center where it's picked up by Fletcher. Fletcher, nice move past LaFountain and punches one too long for her offense, and Trombley punches it right back in for Northeastern. And offsides again.
Go Cougars!
Bechant.
Get him to the ball, Bertie!
Over for the near side for Bedore, broken up by Bertz, and Bertz down the wing, over the head of the defense. Sample gets there, but too far in front of her, and Bechant clears to the far side. Desereau's there first. Desereau guarded by Merrihew. Up the wing and cleared deep into Northeastern zone where it's picked up by Short. Short tries to take a shot, and Clark gets there to block it and knock it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Jacks. 31:48 remaining in the first. Still nothing.
Win the ball back, Cougars!
Throwing inside the 18. Jacks trying to turn it, but it's cleared out. I think that is Kavanaugh on the far side that cleared out. No, yes, that is Kavanaugh, I guess. No, that was Desereau that cleared out. Desereau and Kavanaugh playing very close to each other. Difficult to pick up the numbers, difference between 6 and 8 at this distance.
Hustle, Brandy!
Arms were up. Sample comes away with it. Pushes a pass for Walter, but it's broken up at the last second by Mercurio. And now the Jacks come running right back. Merrihew on the outside. Broken up by Desereau nicely. And she tries to push it up the wing, but can't. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Tupper Lake. Stopped by Desereau, who pushes it out of bounds again. Blocked by Desereau, and again out of bounds. Again stopped by Desereau, up for Sample. Sample gets by one and punches a pass up for Walter. Walter with some speed. She needs some running room. Up in through the center. Nobody there to receive it except for Bechant. She'll take it to the outside and easily clear. Clark gets there. Now Sample with a nice move to get the ball to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh tried to push a lead pass for Walter, but couldn't. It was headed back by Mercurio. And now this will be a throw-in for Tupper Lake. Sample in through the center. Dutil just before she can get there. Hunsinger clears out for the Lumberjacks. Up in through the center again. Northeastern needs to use the wings. When they do, they get much deeper than they do when they're trying to punch it right up through the center. Out of bounds off Martin, and it'll be Northeastern ball. Northeastern substitutions. Brandy Bowman is in the game. Christy Favreau is in the game. And Margie Fay. Handball call. That's another one. I'm not sure if that actually hit her in the hand, but when a player raises their arms up like that, it's almost a given that the ref is going to call it. Trombley into the 18. And the Jacks easily come out with it.
Punch it back in, Debbie.
On the far side, Trombley up the wing, out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Lumberjacks. 28-21 remaining in the first.
Take it back, Cougars.
Headed by Fay to Walter. Walter, a lead pass up for Sample. Sample trying to keep it in the corner and does. Gets by one. Sample with a cross. And it was right on net to the far post and saved by LaVenture.
Nice cross, Brandy.
LaVenture comes near side for Grahowski. Broken up by Bowman. Bowman still trying to control and does. Punches into the center for Clark. Clark right back to the outside for Favreau. Favreau will get across from there. And it's behind the net. It'll be a goal kick for the Lumberjacks. Short kick stopped by Bowman. Right back into the corner again. Sample takes it away. Favreau trying to get there. Bowman does and crosses. Nobody in the center for Northeastern. Bowman there again. Broken up and then taken back by Grahowski. Up the wing for Merrihew. Merrihew was on the far side, switched to the near side. And Burtz will stop that and clear up into the center for the Fountain. A lot of contact out there, a lot of pushing.
Come on, call that pushes.
Bador on the far side. Out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern.
Let's go, Cougars.
Walter.
Turn it up, man.
Walter tries to turn it, and it's out of bounds off Sabin. Now Sabin was, or appeared anyway, Sabin was playing in a fullback position. Now Sabin is up. Possibly Sabin's job is to just stay with Ashley Walter.
Cougars. Come on, Brandy, give it back.
Up on the wing, stopped by Fay. Can't control. Taken back by Bador. Broken up by Burtz. Burtz up the wing, intended for Walter, out of bounds, and the Lady Jacks will throw it in.
Be quick, Cougars.
Jacks throw in again. And it's crossed it, deflects off Burtz, out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for Tupper Lake. This is the first corner kick of the game.
Get it out, Cougars.
Corner stopped by Fay. Fay clears up for Walter. Sample gets there. Great pass. Sample has Dutil on the near side. No, that's Favreau, and Favreau called offsides.
Coming that way.
Rahowski stopped by Bowman. Bowman hustling, punches into the center where it's taken by Sample. Sample will get a shot from there. Right-footed shot, right at LaVenture.
Way to push it in.
LaVenture taking a chance there. She made the save, but down on her knees, she loses all the mobility. And if that ball bounces off her chest back into play, that's a wide open opportunity for any Northeastern players that are rushing in. Now Walter on the outside, drags it through, tries to get it past LaVenture, but LaVenture coming out makes a sliding stop. And Northeastern putting on the pressure. Short kick stopped by LaFountain and cleared up by Sherko. Down the wing
Don't let her go
for
by.
Bedore. Bedore gets by Burtz.
Hustle, Bertie. Good hustle.
Burtz recovers, good speed, catches up to Bedore, takes the ball away, and controls in the center. Pass up for Fay.
Get it out.
Poor communications, and it was taken by the Jacks, who punch it back into the 18.
Hustle, hustle.
Now Desereau chips to Bowman, and Bowman tries to go up the wing, but it's stopped by Hunsinger and dumped right back in again.
Get
Jacks.
it out, Cougars.
Right back in again to the outside the 18, deflects to LaFountain. LaFountain, a nice ball up the wing for Favreau.
Hustle.
Favreau wants to stay to the outside and does. And it's out of bounds, and it should be a Lumberjack throw-in. Stopped by Favreau. Favreau with a nice high cross, headed by Walter, but it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Lumberjacks.
Let's be first to the ball, Cougars.
Northeastern substitutions. Trish Gooley's in. Brenda Bailey's into the game. Rachel Dutil back in on the far side. And Anna Boardman. Burtz. Throw-in gets by the defense, but Bachant is back, and she'll just clear it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. 21-27 remaining in this first half.
To the ball, Cougars. Gotta move.
Burtz with a nice throw and gets all the way to Sample, but she can't control, and it's cleared out. Burtz intercepts and finally cleared by Short.
Go back.
At midfield, Trombley left foots it down through the center where it's stopped by Short, and Short drives it up the far side for Bedore. Bedore and Burtz, another long run. Burtz wins that one again, and it finally goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Tupper Lake.
Get it out of there.
Tupper Lake, what a nice shot by, I think that's number 12, Short. Short chested that ball, got around Clark, and put a left-footed shot that just went wide. Northeastern dodged a bullet there. Players bunching up on this near side. Gooley can't control it, deflects back to Clark, and Clark tries to go up the far side for Dutil. Dutil tries to turn it. I think that whistle on the far side on the JV game is just very distracting for these players. They're not used to this. As I said, normally the JV plays at 4:30, varsity following at 6:30. So they don't have two games going at the same time. So they hear a whistle on the far side to stop play in the JV game, and the girls seem to hesitate, take that look up and take that little hesitation step. They're not sure if it was the whistle was from the varsity field or the JV field. Burtz again punches out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Tupper Lake. Burtz intercepts.
Clear it out.
Lumberjacks get it right back again, punching into the 18, cleared out by Clark. Now Bailey will get there. Bailey clears up for LaFountain. LaFountain, nice move to get by one, and a nice pass up on the wing for Gooley. Too far, out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Lady Jacks. LaFountain with a nice play, not only to control the ball, but to get it around Cherko. Now Sample on the near side. Button in a good position and punches it out of bounds. Northeastern will throw it in.
Let's go, let's go.
Sample covered by three Lumberjacks. Somebody has to be open in the center. Inadvertently punched into the center, nobody there. And the Jacks had time to clear. A shot from distance taken by Anna Boardman. Little Adventure handles easily. Boardman down the wing for Dutil. Dutil deflects away, and here come the Jacks. Up for Short. Short broken up and then gets it right back again and dumps it deep into Northeastern zone. Trombley is there and she clears out.
Go, let's go.
Now Sample. Sample to the outside for Boardman, who tries to get it up for Dutil. Not far enough, and Mercurio clears it back for Tupper Lake. Off Burt's out of bounds, and a throw in for the Lady Jacks. Down the wing, Bidor. Broken up by Burt's, up for Boardman. Boardman, a long pass up the wing. Sample gets there, trying to control, has one more to beat. And Bechant, not taking any chances, punches it out of bounds. A good play. Give her team a chance to get back and form up their defense. Kavanaugh and Casey back in for Northeastern. Clark tries to turn it and does. To the outside, out of bounds, and a throw in for Tupper Lake.
Take it back, Cougar.
Now Burt's on the far side. Ashley Burt's been having a lot of work on that far side. Clark wants to turn it and does, but too far out of bounds, and the Lumberjack will throw it in again. Kavanaugh up the wing and out of bounds, and it'll be Northeastern throwing. Ashley Walter back into the game, and that was a slip, a do-over. And the Jacks will throw it in again. Girls having a tough time keeping the ball in bounds tonight. Now Bidor with a long shot. It just catches the back of the net. And it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Trombley up on the wing, knocked out of bounds by Grahowski. Now Walter can't control, and the Jacks will throw it in again.
Let's win it back, Cougars.
That's where the doing the basics in soccer, the trapping the ball, are so important. In tonight's game, you'll notice players like Sample and Walter, actually all the players, as soon as they get a ball close to them, there's a lumberjack right there. A lumberjack right there to defend, and what Northeastern has to do is be able to trap quickly and move. But if they don't trap it, if they, like in a case like that, the ball off her chest, she didn't trap it, she wasn't able to control it close to her body, and all of a sudden it becomes a 50-50 ball. Player, the most important things to learn to be a soccer player is kick with both feet and learn the basics, trapping the ball with your foot, your thigh, your chest, even your head, just to knock it down right to your feet. Bailey overruns the ball, and it's punched wide and out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern.
Win this ball, Cougars! There you go!
Gooley. Miss kicks and then gets it over to Casey. Casey, a nice ball back to Bailey. Bailey with a lot of room. Miss kicks, trying to get it back into the center. Now Gooley takes over. It's a foot race. Bechant gets there first, and she'll take it to the outside. Gooley with a nice move. Gets the ball right back, crosses over into the center. Nobody there. Dutil can't get to it, and it's finally cleared by the Lumberjacks, and Short keeps it going up the midfield. Picked up by Merrihew. Defended by Desero. Finally goes out of bounds, and it'll be Tupper Lake throw-in. I guess Desero thought that it was going to be off Black. Allowed the ball to roll out of bounds. Bailey keeps it in bounds, but it's right back to Grahowski. Headed by Casey in the center, and a shot that'll go wide. Volleyed out of the air by Churko. Trombley puts the ball into play, and it's right back at her by Short. Trombley chests it to the outside. Casey can't control. Clark is there.
Get that ball out of there, Cougar!
Short all over the field. Punches it deep, but nobody there. Bedore going to put some pressure on Burtz, but Burtz nicely takes it to the outside and then left foots it up the wing. But it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Tupper Lake.
Playing with the ball, girls, and boot it! Get it out of that end!
This time it's off Bedore, and it'll be Northeastern throwing.
Come on, girls, let's
Let's go!
Dumped right back in again. Birch right back out again.
Come on, Cougars!
Make sure you see the other pushes too.
Clear the
Just
ball!
inside the 18. Short is there. Stopped by Trombley and cleared by Birch. Lumberjacks punch it right back in again.
Get it out of there!
Northeastern having a difficult time. Back on their heels. It's finally out to Walter. Walter broken up. Fay gets there. Go up, a pass up for Sample. Sample can't get to it before Mercurio does, and she'll put it out of bounds, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in.
In between them! Stay in between them! That's it!
Fay with a long throw-in. Picked up by Button. And now Bashant clears.
Keep it in!
Lumberjacks slowly but surely beating Northeastern in the middle of the field to the ball. Lady Cougars for a little bit, couple of minutes, had a couple of great shots on goal. A couple of offsides that could have turned into something. But the offside showed the aggressiveness of the Lady Cougar forwards. Now Walter gets a break, gets the ball away, and chips into the center. Dutil trying to get there, does. And Kavanaugh does, and punches the ball right to LaVenture. A mistake by the Lumberjack defense. Northeastern trying to take advantage of that mistake. But the final shot went right to LaVenture, the Lumberjack goalie.
Get after the ball, Cougars!
Northeastern bunching up in the center a little bit.
Come on, get at him.
Hustle back!
Kavanaugh with a nice move to get the ball from two Lumberjack players. Try to push it up for Dutil. She couldn't trap it, and it deflected right back to Kavanaugh. Now Sample just outside the 18, and it's finally cleared by Button. Clark tries to punch it in again, and Grahowski says no more of this and clears deep in the Northeastern zone. Miss kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Northeastern.
Let's go! Come on, let's work for one here, Cougars!
Throw into Dutil. A nice move to get the ball beyond the defense, and a nice pass up for Sample. If Sample can take it, there was a shoulder there. Sample with a nice move inside out. She'll get a left foot shot just wide of the post. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lumberjacks.
Good hustle! You want this ball? Rounder!
We knew this was going to be a good game. Both teams trading field position. Both teams with opportunities. Northeastern with the better opportunities. Dutil over to Walter. Walter can't get the shot off before it's cleared by Mercurio. And finally, Kirko says enough of this and clears the midfield. Birch breaks that up. Now Clark on Bedour. Bedour tries to cut it back to the outside for Short and does. Short crosses inside the box. Dutil gets, or rather Desiree gets there but can't control. Now Merrihew can't get the shot off before Desiree controls it to the outside.
Good job, Haley!
And this ball, if it goes out of bounds, will be a goal kick. And it is. It'll be a goal kick. It'll be Northeastern ball.
Come on, let's go!
A nice ball over the head of the two Tupper Lake defenders. But Tupper Lake gets it back in. Miss kick by Birch, and here comes Bedour. Bedour on the outside. Clark is there to back her up, and she'll clear. Amanda Clark with a nice move to get by Bedour and get the ball up for Sample. Sample.
Punch it up!
A long ball up the wing for Walter. Walter in a dead run with Bashant. Bashant can't stop her. Walter with the cross. Dutil is there, and it goes right in through her. Just a step off. Kavanaugh on the near side pushes it back in. Now Sample can't control. It's out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Tupper Lake with 6 minutes left in this first half. And you can hear Fred Short, the Tupper Lake coach, giving his instructions. He's saying you're playing entirely too much of this game in the Tupper Lake side of the field. He wants his players, whenever the opportunity comes up, to just clear it. Just clear it out. Stop this Northeastern momentum. Off the heel of Fay, Walter punches into the center. Broken up and taken back by Short. Short clears up on the wing, but Burtz pushes it right back in again. Now Kavanaugh can't get to it. It's punched up by Short.
Come on, go get it!
Fay tries to turn it and does. Switches fields over for Dutill. Dutill just outside the 18 with a nice little push pass for Sample, but she can't get the shot off. Now Kavanaugh does. 2 shots, 3 shots. Finally Walter's there and it's in the net. Ashley Walter draws first blood for Northeastern, and I think everybody knew that it was just about coming. Northeastern slowly but surely taking control of this game with some real good shots, good opportunities, good offensive thrusts. That's Ashley Walter. I don't know who the assist is going to go to, and we'll wait for the official on that. Northeastern Clinton draws first blood. Ashley Walter from Rachel Dutill at 35-10 of the first, and it's 1-0 Northeastern. And as I said, it was bound to happen. Northeastern with a lot of good field position, a lot of good rushes, good shots that were almost, they won't count as shots on net, but they were almost good shots, except at the last second the ball maybe dribbled by the player. The player was just a step off, but the momentum was all in Northeastern's favor for the last few minutes, and now they have to keep their heads up. They don't want to give up on an opportunity like this. They don't want the Jacks to tie it up this quick, and Trombley is there to clear. Headed by Walter, or rather by Sample, and Walter on a dead run trying to get by number 9 Mercurio, and she does. Walter back into the center. Chipped up. And LaVenture comes out to make the stop. Northeastern substitutions, I'll try and catch up with them. Gina Brassard into the game. Brandy Bowman. And Anna Boardman for Northeastern. Elise LaFountain back in. Stopped by Desiree, who knees the ball to Bowman, and Bowman back into the center for LaFountain. But it's broken up by Curio. Headed over Bachant. Walter's there, just a step off, and that's what I'm talking about. Walter in perfect position to get a shot on net, but the ball just punched by her. And there's LaVenture again getting down on her knees, and I think the ground is not wet. We've had a lot of rain, but I don't think the ground is very wet right now. It drained off real well. But LaVenture getting down on her knees like that, as I said earlier, there's no mobility. Once you make the commitment to get down on your knees, if the ball bounces in any direction at all, and she can't control the rebound, and it can be very, very dangerous for Tupper Lake. 2:55 remaining in the first, 1-0 Northeastern, and it'll be Northeastern throw-in. Walter on the far side lets it go out of bounds, and she'll throw it in again. Nice throw in for Bowman. Bowman heads it over the top of the defense. Bachant is back, and she'll punch it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Northeastern again. Down to 2:30 remaining in the first.
Get to the ball, Cougars!
Walter with another long throw. Sample can't control, and it's picked up by Mercurio, who clears out for Bedore. Broken up by Burtz. Burtz again beats it to the ball and punches it into the center. Sample can't get the shot off. The Fountain gets there, and she's broken up by Curio at the last second. Curio again breaks it up. Curio just working her way across the front of the 18, breaking up each Northeastern thrust. Weakly punched out. Desiree pushes it in. Now Sample in the center takes it to the outside, and LaVenture, the ball would have been wide, but LaVenture coming out to control.
Good hustle.
Boardman high inside the box. Sample gets there. Oh, just off her left foot. She was setting it up for a right-footed shot, and it just went off her left foot, and a shot that goes wide was heading to the far post, and it's stopped by Mercurio. Northeastern with another shot on net that's cleared out. Lady Cougars dominating the first half of the game with that one goal and the field position that they've enjoyed.
Stay there, Brand. Stay there.
As soon as Northeastern scored that goal, the Lumberjacks came right back and had a good opportunity, just couldn't get the shot off. And that would have been a tough break for Northeastern. Great for Tupper Lake, but a tough break for Northeastern to work so hard to get that goal, just to give up the tying one so fast. But it didn't happen. Northeastern still up by 1. And with 30 seconds remaining, they'll have enough time for one more thrust if they can get control of the ball. Bowman allows it to roll out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in with 23 seconds remaining. Stopped by Sabin and dumped in by Curio. Now Tremblay off the chest of Bachant. Northeastern trying to control. Sample pushes one through. It's too far ahead of Walter, and LaVenture is going to control it, and she's just going to let the clock run out, and that's it. First half comes to an end. 1-0 Northeastern on a fine goal by Walter, assisted by Rachel Dutil at the 35-10 mark of the first. That's where we stand. Northeastern could have been up 2 or 3 to nothing, but it's 1-0 now, and we'll be back for the second half. Second half almost underway here. Just waiting for the final count and final whistle. 1-2, 1-2. Okay. Second half underway. And Tupper Lake from distance. Cardan comes out and makes the stop. Chantal Cardan not very busy in the first. Finally gets to touch the ball here in the second. I think she only touched it once, misplayed, and Walter streaking down the center. If she'll get a left-footed shot, and does, and it just goes high and wide. And it'll be a goal kick for Tupper Lake.
Hit the ball, Bert.
Bachant punched right back in. Burt to the outside. And Casey punches it off the Lumberjacks' Poyer. Now LaFountain can't control. That could have been a handball, and is, and it'll be a direct kick for the Lady Jacks.
Be hustling, Cougars.
Burtz clears down the wing for Dutil. The ball gets by Sabin. Dutil gets there. Dutil still trying to control on the outside. Gets the cross off, and it's just behind the net.
Put the tool up. Put the tool. Come on, Cougars, win this. There you go. There you go. Come on,
Desiro up the wing for Walter. Walter gets by one. She'll get a left-footed cross, and does.
Get there, Brandy.
Sample is going to get called for the hold, and it's Tupper Lake direct kick. Right out, and Kavanaugh can't stop it. Desiro does. Goes to the outside, picked up by Kukowski, but she can't control. It's out of bounds, and Walter to Sample. That should be a handball. Not called. That was a break for Tupper Lake. That was inside the box. Would have resulted, if it was called, would have resulted in a penalty kick. Clark to the outside. Up the wing, out of bounds, and Tupper Lake will throw it in.
Let's go, Cougars, hustle. Get to the ball.
Kavanaugh switches fields into the center, stopped by Bachant. High.
Go get it.
LaFountain comes outside, too hard, out of bounds. Throw in for Tupper Lake.
Let's go, Cougars.
Desiro to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh up in through the center, where it's stopped by Button. Desiro again. Can't control. Deeper into Northeastern zone, into the box. Tremblay gets there. trying to take it to the outside and does. Bador on Tremblay. Tremblay with a nice move to control and clear up for Dutel. Dutel tried to punch it out for Casey, but it's red and broken up by Sabin. Burt's up for Dutel. Dutel trying to turn it and does. Sample gets by one. Sample cuts it back to the inside. Sample with a cross for Walter. Walter wants to stop it and turn it quickly, but can't. Cavanaugh with a nice move, but it gets too far in front of her, and it's cleared out by Mercurio. Now LaFountain goes to the outside. A nice pass up for Walter. Walter will get a left foot across and does, but just over the head of Sample. She couldn't get the header, and Casey on the far side comes right back to Sample. Sample turns it. It deflects right to Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh with a nice inside-out move and takes the shot over the crossbar. And it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Jacks.
Good try, Lawrence.
Northeastern substitutions. Faye in the game for the Lady Cougars.
Go get it.
She gets the ball to Walter. Walter chips in for Sample. Sample trying to get there and does, but it deflects out of bounds and it'll be a goal kick. Lady Cougars knocking on the door, putting a lot of pressure on. It's finally cleared out. Tremblay should have no trouble with this, and she dumps it right back in again, headed by Walter to the far side. Dutil trying to get there, but it's broken up. Desero steps up nicely, gets by one. Faye tries to turn it and can't. And then Clark is there to punch up for Sample. Sample gets a pass from Faye. Sample. Faye takes a high shot, and LaVenture comes out to make the stop.
That's the way to punch it in, Marjorie.
Sabin on the far side, can't control. Burtz does, down the wing for Dutil. Dutil trying to keep control so she can get a cross off and does. Tries to cross it, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Jacks with 32-35 remaining in the second. 1-0 Northeastern.
Stay hungry, Cougars. Let's go.
Mercurio will put the ball in play for Tupper Lake. Off Casey. Up for Bador. Burtz breaks that up. It can't keep it in, and it'll go out of bounds. Throw in for Northeastern. A nice throw in over the head of the defense. Sample is there. Sample trying to turn it. Trying to get by Button, and does. Gets the turn, and LaVenture let it go right by. Faye is there and shoots it wide. Oh. And there's another one. Northeastern putting the pressure on. They've got to put. This is a type of a situation that in Northeastern, with all the pressure they're putting on, all the great opportunities they're missing, if Northeastern can't put one in, and the Lumberjacks are able to come back, this could be really demoralizing for Northeastern. It can be a real boost for the Lumberjacks when they know that they're not playing their best and they're still within reach. They're still in a position where they can tie the game up. They can really boost them up. And of course, Northeastern, we all, at least I do, vividly remember the game a few years ago against Mariah, where Northeastern outshot Mariah by about a 55-2 or 3 margin, and it was a 1-1 tie. And it was the only blemish on other than that, a great season for Northeastern. They still went on and did very, very well, but that was the only blemish to their undefeated season that year. After outshooting a team 55-3, to come away with a 1-1 tie was really strange, to say the least. And this game, although not as one-sided as the Mariah game, certainly dominated pretty much by the Lady Cougars, especially in the last half of the first half of the game, and so far the first 10 minutes or so of this second half. Desero on the outside, up for Favreau. Christy Favreau gets by one. A ball down for Sample. Bachant is there. Sample can get by Bachant. Running neck and neck. Sample gets there. She's tripped, and that is inside the box. Let's see if he calls it a penalty kick or if he moves the ball outside the box. Looks like he's going to move it outside the box. It'll be a direct kick for Northeastern. They need to put it in quickly before the defense gets together. This will go over top of the net. And the Lady Cougars squander another chance. Mercurio puts it into play, headed right down by Gooley. Sample can't get there. Mercurio clears over the head of the defense. Burtz is there trying to keep it away from Bador. Burtz with a nice move had Bador moving to the inside on that fake, but she couldn't control it, and it'll be a throw-in. Burtz going to let it roll out of bounds, and it should be a goal kick, and is. 28:31 remaining in the second. Still 1-0 Northeastern.
Be tough, Cougars!
Wow, get it out of the middle.
Handball is called, and it'll be a direct kick for Northeastern.
Push it, Cougars, push it! Come on, Dad.
Short. Miskicked into the center
Get it, Brenda!
by Grakowski.
Come on, Brandy!
And Sample.
Stay with it!
And it's not Saban, it's actually Button that is staying with Sample. Maybe it's Saban that was supposed to stay with Walter. And a nice ball switched to the outside for Favreau. Favreau pushed off the ball, can't control, gets it right back again. Nice play. Dumped in for Sample just in front of her as LaVenture comes out to make a sliding stop.
Good job, Christy!
Stopped by Desero. She can't control. This will go out of bounds and it'll be a throw-in for Northeastern. Back to Desero for control and a nice ball up. Bailey can't get there. She does actually, and called for the handball, and it'll be a direct kick for Tupper Lake. Desero steps up nicely.
Way to go, Haley.
Northeastern players and just not, for some reason, it's, I guess, if you could find out what the reason is, that a team can play so aggressive for so long and then all of a sudden just stand there and not go to the ball aggressively. Nice punt out by Cardin, headed by Sample. Bailey gets there but can't control, and it's cleared back in by Hunsinger.
Come on, Cougars!
And here come the Lumberjacks again. Bador on the near side gets the ball by Burtz, and it's finally cleared out by LaFountain. And the Jacks bring it right back in again. LaFountain to the outside for Bailey, and Bailey up the wing intended for Favreau. Hunsinger dumps it right back in again. Short, and LaFountain collide. Desero grabbed from behind. And a nice ball out for Favreau. Favreau, if she can punch one through, she has Sample in the center. She does, and it's off Bechant. Bechant, deep in Tupper Lake zone, tries to get it to the outside, and it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern. And I believe this is Northeastern's first corner kick of the game. I don't recall them having a corner kick in the entire first half.
Move around, Cougars!
LaFountain of a nice corner in the center. Faye can't get there. She does. She gets the shot off, but Bador is there to break it up. LaFountain dumps it right back in again, not high enough, and it's punched out by the Lumberjack defense. Now Tremblay chips high, and Short is there to dump it deeper into Northeastern zone. Northeastern players trotting. They're leaving Burtz and Tremblay back. Luckily, Burtz is able to punch it up to Gooley. Gooley for Sample. Sample cuts it back to the inside. Tries to switch fields over for Favreau, but Hunsinger's there. Sample deflects it to the near side for Gooley. Gooley tries to get it to Fay, but it's knocked out of bounds by Krakowski. And Northeastern needs some substitutions. The last run up field, their entire midfield and part of their defense just seemed to be trotting, and a sign that they were pretty tired. And Fay throws a line drive. It goes straight through to Walter. Walter trying to turn it, but it's broken up and cleared. Desereau dumps it right back in again. Walter trying to get there before LaVenture, but LaVenture comes out to make the stop. A nice aggressive play. Took a big chance. If Walter can get the ball over her head, she has nobody in goal, but LaVenture succeeds. And her aggressive play pays off. Cougar substitutions. We have Rachel Doodle on the far side and Anna Boardman into the game. Here comes Walter. Can't get by Bachant, and the Jacks right back up again. Now Desereau. Bowman tripped from behind, no call. That's a wow. Short in the center. Broken up by Clark, but Short comes away again with the ball. Short again gets between Bowman and Clark. This time Trombley on the far side. And she'll clear up the wing. Now Walter gets by Sabin. And a long pass up for Dutil. Dutil stopped by Bachant. Dutil still trying to hustle. Trying to turn it and does. This one should be a corner kick for Northeastern. Good hustle by Rachel Dutil on a fine pass. Took it the length of the field and had Bachant. Bachant didn't know what to do, and finally she just had to push it out of bounds.
Gotta be big in there, Cougar.
And this time Clark will take the corner. Down to 21:55 remaining. Clark with a nice. LaVenture got her hand on it. It's loose. And shot wide by Gooley. Well, my mistake. That was not shot wide. Gooley's shot deflected off a defender and went out of bounds. And here they come again. Lady Cougars with a corner kick. Cleared. Boardman is there. Can't get the shot off. And finally Dutil does, and this one goes wide. Northeastern has spent an awful lot of time inside the box, inside the 18 of the Lady Jacks, but just can't seem to get that ball in behind LaVenture.
Back in the net again.
Stopped by Burtz. Burtz deeper into the zone, trying to get a cross off. She's taking off the ball. She gets it right back again. A little soft pass for Boardman. Boardman with the shot. LaVenture comes out to make the stop. A fine effort.
That's all right. Keep it up, Cougar.
By Burtz to keep the ball alive, and by a nice pass by Boardman to the far post. Headed down by Bowman to Casey. Casey can't get the ball to the far side. It's cleared out by Hunsinger, and now a foot race. Desereau on the far side going against Merrihew. It's finally out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Tupper Lake. 19:49 remaining in this second half. 1-0 Northeastern. Bowman on the far side, fighting for it.
Get it out.
Gets it out to Desereau. Desereau can't clear. It's dumped right back in again. Now Bowman fighting, gets it out to Desereau again. Desereau inside out. And finally gets it up for Dutil. Dutil with some room on the wing. Has Sample and Gooley, if they stay on side, stopped by Bachant. Or rather, has Walter and Gooley. But it's stopped by Bachant. And up for Sabin. Inside the box. Burtz is there, and it's out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for Tupper Lake.
Mark up. Let's go.
Bador with the corner. It's a soft one. Short gets there, but can't control. It's out of bounds off Clark, and the Tupper Lake will do it again.
Let's go,
Walter trying to come away, broken up by Button, and out for Gooley. Gooley With a lead pass for Walter, but Bashant is there.
Push it up.
Clark, if she can punch it high, the ball had some backspin, so gave the Lumberjacks an opportunity to catch up to it, and it's dumped right back in by Hunsinger. Desereau fighting for it. Bowman comes back to help out. Merrihew still controlling. Broken up by Desereau, and it'll be a throw-in for Tupper Lake.
Come on, Cougar.
Bowman clears out, but not enough, and it's punched right back in again.
Stay with it.
Casey can't control, fighting for it, finally gets it back. Nice play by Casey, and a nice pass up for Walter. Walter goes to the near side for Gooley. Gooley cut it back in too soon. She wanted to keep it out on the wing. Burtz nicely calls off Boardman because she's in a better position to kick that ball. Good communication there, and off a deflection, it comes right to Churko. Churko deep, and Trombley is there to dump it right back in again. Now Walter keeps it on the outside. Gets around one, she'll get a shot from there. She crosses, and nobody can get there, just a step and a half off. Just a step and a half off, and another almost for Northeastern Clinton.
Cougar.
Mercurio will put the ball in play again. Northeastern still knocking on the door. Sample back into the game for Northeastern. And on the far side, no, I guess that was the only substitution. Now LaFountain back in for Northeastern. A nice throw-in down for Sample. Sample cuts it back to the inside, switches fields. Nobody there. It goes through everybody, and Bowman will corral it on the far side. Bowman right back in again, but LaVenture makes the easy stop.
Keep pounding them, Cougars. Right overhead.
Punt goes over Pickering's head, and Burtz tries to get it to Sample. A little pushing and shoving, a little holding, and it looks like it's going to go against Northeastern.
Let's go. Come on, Cougars.
Pickering trying to turn it. Burtz with a nice move. If she punches it to the outside, waited just a second too long. Now Boardman, nice play to step up. Gets it to Sample. Sample, she gets a shot from there, and she tries to take the short post. And it goes wide, and it'll be a goal kick for Tupper Lake. Northeastern substitutions. Fay is back in, and Kavanaugh back in on the far side. And the ball squirts through for Sample. Sample pushes through for Walter. Walter can't get the shot off. It comes wide. Fay switches, and the Northeastern just kicking the ball. They need to kick it with a purpose and not just kick it. Right there, Dutil can't get it off. Fay gets the shot off, but it off the side of her foot. It goes wide. It's still in play. I don't know why they're turning around. Finally cleared out. This one will go out of bounds and will be a throw-in for Northeastern. Lady Cougars, you can see the frustration after some good opportunities, and they're not getting the good shots off. They're just kind of giving up. You can't half blame them. They've been playing for about 40 minutes like that after the goal.
Oh, there we go.
Sample takes the shot. Walter's there, and there it is. Sample's shot deflected by LaVenture, and Walter gets her second goal of the game.
That's the way to keep working, girls.
Way to go, M2.
Let up.
Northeastern's playing their field position. They wouldn't give up. I don't know. I'm losing my words here. They wouldn't give up, and they're rewarded with a goal. Walter, her second of the game, from Sample at the 26-28 mark. It's now 2-0 Northeastern. Lady Cougars with a little breathing room, and now with 13 minutes left, you're going to see Tupper Lake off the post and cleared by Clark. Wow, that was almost the one that I was talking about. Tupper Lake has to put the pressure on. They have to pull out all the stops. They have to get one. They know they need to get one goal in order to put them within striking distance of a tie. And when they do that, of course, it's going to open up the offense for Northeastern. Here comes Dutil on the far side. She'll get a shot off. She crosses. Sample is there, but LaVenture, just as Sample put her foot down to deflect the ball, LaVenture popped on it and made a nice save.
Let's go. Let's get it again.
Bedore broken up by Burtz. Ashley Burtz, just an outstanding night. She's just played super,
Come on, Cougars, win this.
along with a few other Northeastern players. And of course, just as I say that, she makes probably the only mistake of the night. But Clark is there to back her up. And Clark tries to clear to the outside. Burtz is there, but so is Bedore. Bedore. That's why you have to be very careful before you start talking about individuals, because as soon as you do,
Go Cougars. Clear this.
long throw and inside the 18. Burtz is there. It's out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for Tupper Lake with 11:39 remaining. And as I just said, Tupper Lake pulling out all the stops. They're trying desperately to get one goal in.
Come on, Cougars, mark up.
Again, they know they need to score 2 goals to tie and 3 goals to win from this point on in the next 11 minutes. Tremblay is there, gets it out to Faye. Faye trying to turn it, and does. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Tupper Lake.
All right, work it down, girls.
Bedore still trying to control and gets the cross off, headed by Clark. And Walter gets there, and it's cleared by Tremblay. Now Sample still trying to turn it, and does. A pass up for Walter. Has Duto on the far side. Walter gets by Bachant. Walter in on a breakaway, has a right-footed shot. Stopped by LaVenture. Nice play. LaVenture reaching out to her left to make the stop. Walter was trying to go to the far post. Tried to fake her from the inside, trying to make LaVenture go to the inside, to the near post. And Walter went to the far post, and the ball was ticketed for the back of the net, and LaVenture just stuck out her left hand, knocked the ball down, and eventually jumped on it for the control. But a great play by Northeastern to get the ball down so quickly, and a great play by LaVenture to keep this a 2-0 Northeastern lead. Out of bounds off Krakowski, and Northeastern will throw it in again. Northeastern substitutions, Kavanaugh and Bailey are in. Sample just inside the 18, tries to get a cross off. It's stopped by Churko. Short won't let LaFountain get the shot off. Desiro chips it back in again off Hunsinger. Walter gets there, gets the shot off, and it'll go wide, and it'll be a goal kick for Tupper Lake. Tupper Lake player number 9, that's Andrea Mercurio. Down. I didn't see the contact. They're going to stop the clock and see if she's okay. She's just waving them off. She doesn't want to leave the game. But I think Fred Short is going to have her out. No, I guess not. He was sending in Pickering. But Mercurio says no, she wants to stay in the game. We'll see. She was favoring her right foot, maybe an ankle. And we'll see. It didn't seem to help on that kick. Kavanaugh crosses. LaFountain can't get to it before it's cleared up by Churko. And here come the Lumberjacks. Short. One defender back, and Tremblay with a great play. Just an outstanding defensive play by Debbie Tremblay to stop Short. Noelle Short going down and had one more to beat. Only had one Northeastern player to beat, and that was Debbie Tremblay, and she didn't do it. Tremblay with a great defensive play. And Sample, here comes Brandy Sample through the center. It's broken up, and it goes to the far side, picked up by Sabin. Sabin double teamed, and it's out of bounds, and Northeastern will throw it in. We're almost down to the 8-minute mark. It's 8:09 remaining in the second. It's 2-0 Northeastern. That second goal giving Northeastern a big breather. LaFountain shoots wide, and it'll be a goal kick for the Lady Jacks.
Ball, Cougars! Win the ball!
Again, Mercurio with the goal kick that's a little short. Cavanaugh with a nice play to get the ball away from two Lumberjacks. Gets it to Sample, and Sample back to Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh crosses. Walter is there. Back for LaFountain. That's dangerous, and that's what can happen. Here we go. It's too far in front of their offense, and Trombley easily punches it right back in near side. Cavanaugh stops it and turns it quickly. Walter, a nice move to get by the defense. LaVenture comes out to make the stop, and she likes to do that dive. She dives on top of the ball. Laura LaVenture playing a great game in goal for Tupper Lake. She's made 5 or 6 of those type of saves, and that last one-handed save off Walter, just a great game by LaVenture. She's not faulted for any one of those 2 goals.
Keep it up, Cougars!
Northeastern substitutions, Christy Favreau in, Megan Casey back in. On the far side, I think that's Gina Brassert and Brandy Bowman. No.
Back, Haley.
And here come the Jacks on the far side. Desiree running neck and neck with Merrill. Merrill will get a shot just outside the 18, and it bounces in on Cardin, who makes the easy stop. A nice punt out, good trap by Casey. That's what it takes. You can trap the ball, you can go so quick, the defense can't react.
Come on, Brandy!
The only thing that stopped Casey there was she was double teamed, but that was a great trap and go. Now Favreau cuts it back into the center. If Sample can get there, she does, but she can't. Yes, she does. She got the cross off, and it's off the post. Bowman off the post, and finally shot by Favreau over top of the net. Bowman with a nice play, or rather Brassert, I apologize. Gina Brassert with a great play to come in on that, right in through the center. She split the defense, and when Sample crossed it, she was right there to punch the ball like a rocket, but it just went off the underneath of the crossbar and bounced straight down and out. So a tough break, but Gina Brassert did everything right, and just was not rewarded with the excitement of scoring a goal.
Go Haley!
And that's the story of this game for Northeastern. They've done everything right except finish the playoff and put the ball in the back of the net. They've had many opportunities. They've controlled much of the game, and they've had some great opportunities. They just cannot seem to get the ball, or they couldn't seem to get the ball, other than Walter's 2 goals, one in the first half and one in the second. They have not been able to get the ball behind LaVenture.
Nice goal.
And the Jacks will throw it in again. We're down to 4:18 remaining. Time running out for Tupper Lake. And Northeastern looking for another shutout. And the Lumberjacks came very close off the inside of the post on one shot right after Northeastern scored their second goal. As a matter of fact, the 2 most dangerous times for the Lumberjacks came right after Northeastern scored. In the first half, when Walter scored, immediately within seconds, Tupper Lake was right in front of Northeastern's goal trying to tie it up. And as soon as Northeastern scored their second goal, again, immediately within seconds, Tupper Lake was down Northeastern's end, putting a ball off the inside of the far post. And here come the Jacks again, down to 3.5 minutes remaining. It'll go out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Time running out. Lumberjacks looking to get one to try and get them in a situation where they can tie, and Northeastern trying to maintain that shutout. And it bounces out of bounds off short, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern. Headed down by Churko, and Clark clears up into the center.
Hey, what it, Cougar?
Martin tries to dump in. Oh, it's off Sample. Button chest down, and Casey tries to push it up for Sample, but it's stopped by Bachant and dumped in deep in Northeastern's territory. Off Tremblay, out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Tupper. 2.5 minutes remaining. Out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for Northeastern.
Stay tough, Cougars.
Tremblay, line drive out to Casey. Casey can't control it. It's dumped right in again. Desereau is there.
Be tough, Haley.
Desereau and Merrieux.
That's the way.
Desereau and Merrieux still. A little grabbing. Casey with a nice move to get the ball inside of Martin and dumps it up the wing for Fabro. Fabro has plenty of wing to work with. Gets it too far in front of her. And Button comes over to clear. Now in the center for LaFountain. LaFountain with a good ball up into the box, and LaVenture comes out to make the stop. 1:26 remaining. 1:26 remaining, and LaFountain controlling. A nice through pass for Sample. Sample trying to turn it, does, but it goes out of bounds, and it'll be a corner kick for Northeastern.
In there, Cougars.
One last chance, baby. Get make a goal.
Under a minute, 57 seconds remaining. This may be the last opportunity. Bailey heads it, gets it to Casey, but Casey can't control, and it's dumped out by Short. Not a good play. She's trying to dump it out to get Northeastern away from the offense, but in doing so, she took the Lumberjacks away from their offense, kicking the ball too far for her forwards. And we're down to half a minute. 30 seconds remaining. Sample can't get there. It's dumped into the center. Brassert has it cleared to the far side where it's picked up by Bedour with 15 seconds remaining. And there's Burtz. Burtz still tips it over for LaFountain. Ashley Burtz just playing a great game. Just a great game. LaFountain tries to push it through for Sample, can't. Fabro on the near side, and wasn't watching the clock, but that's it. The buzzer sounds, ending this game. Northeastern stays undefeated. Northeastern with another shutout and a 2-0 victory over the Tupper Lake Lady Lumberjacks. In the first half, at first the Lumberjacks seemed to have a little bit better field position, but slowly but surely Northeastern gathered the momentum and kept the momentum, kept the pace, and a good field position, and finally were rewarded with a goal at the 35-10 mark. Walter from Dutil. And that's the way the first half came to an end. Northeastern gets the nod for pretty much dominating, especially the latter part, probably the last 15 or 20 minutes of that first half. In the second half, Northeastern kept it up. The Lumberjacks' only real opportunity in that first half was right after Northeastern scored. Within seconds, they were down, punching a ball toward Northeastern's net, but couldn't get the equalizer. And in the second half, Walter from Sample at the 26-28 mark gave Northeastern a 2-0 lead. And again, within seconds, Tupper Lake was right down at Northeastern's goal, and they punched a ball that went off the inside of the far post, but did not go in the net. Late in the game, Brassard, with a great play off a feed from Sample, put the ball up underneath the crossbar, but it would not go in, and that's the way the game came to an end, with a 2-0 Northeastern victory. A great game, very entertaining game here tonight, very well played. Some great defense, great offense, speed. This game had everything. Some great goaltending on the part of Laura LaVenture. Even though 2 goals got behind her, she played a real good game for Tupper Lake. Well, that's the way it was this 21st day of September 1999 at Northeastern Clinton Central School in beautiful downtown Champlain. Northeastern Clinton 2, Tupper Lake nothing. Thanks for watching Hometown Cable.